and he's concerned that you're going to be violent towards his great-granddaughter. And I always tell people, children have absolutely zero say-so in the foolishness that their parents are out here doing. Right? He doesn't like you and doesn't want you in their life. No, let me stop you there. And the reason why I'm stopping you, because you keep getting off track. All right, why are you not doing well on probation? Because all of the evidence point to the fact that you did this. And 2000.
Not here, Judge.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you got it? My bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
No problem. Court is calling 2023 CR 2669 State versus Caleb Crum. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Rick Pena for the state of Texas.
Defense.
Scott Simpson for Mr. Croom.
And are you Mr. Crum?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Did you review the motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision with your attorney? Did you understand it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you the same Caleb Crum who was placed on deferred adjudication in 2023 CR 2669 for the offense of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon on June 4th, 2024 for a period of 10 years? Is that you?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, state.
Yes, Your Honor. We're here today on state's motion to enter adjudication of guilt and revoke community supervision. Violation of condition number 30. On or about the 31st day of January 2025 in Bexar and or McLennan County, Texas, the defendant, Caleb Crum, did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of Center for Healthcare Services as directed by the head or authorized personnel of that agency, in that the defendant failed to get in compliance with medications in violation of condition number 30.
How do you plead to that? True or not true?
True.
Just 1 second. Excuse me, can I have a stamp for probation, please? Thank you.
The state will waive the other violation.
Any objections to the state's waivers?
No, Judge.
Did you understand by pleading true to violation of condition number 30, the court could find it true, grant the motion, find you guilty, and sentence you up to 20 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine?
Yes, Your Honor.
Knowing that, do you still wish to plead true to violation of condition number 30?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find violation of condition number 30 true. Is there a proposed agreement?
There is not, Your Honor. State will make its recommendation. I believe the defense will as well.
All right, state, what are your recommendation?
Recommendation is for 6 years in the TD plea, Your Honor.
All right, so you're asking for revocation?
Revocation is 6 years.
All right, in defense, what are you requesting?
Judge, the probation recommendation was not to revoke, but to go to in-state ISF. We understand he needs some type of inpatient treatment. I'm not a huge fan of the ISF. I think the county-run services work better than the state, just from experience. I was asking for the DDRF. His mother is here in the courtroom today. Problem with DDRF is there's a 26-week wait. He still wants to go back to, he was in school at the Texas State Tech College. And so he would like to try to continue with that. I don't think it makes sense to go back to Waco. I think he needs to be with his mom where he has more structure. But he clearly needs more structure. He clearly needs to be, we have a lot of problems with people who have some mental health issues not getting on their beds regularly. And that's an issue. And he understands the seriousness of it. And we're asking the court to decide whatever treatment that you think is appropriate.
All right, any objection to the court reviewing the court summary?
No.
Not from the state.
All right, so let me find it here. All right, so I've reviewed that. And you said there's something you wanted to tell the court?
Yes, Your Honor.
You want to raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give will be the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, lower your hand, state your name for the record.
Caleb Crum.
All right, why are you not doing well on probation?
Your Honor, I moved to Waco to try to better my life and get away from the victims that were here and everything else. A little cheaper up there too. And I enrolled in TSTC, or Texas State Technical College, the school. They have a lot of programs there to help me out and stuff like counseling and medication. I've been trying to look for jobs. They're helping me with that. They're helping me look for an apartment. I'm trying to do my best up there. I was in a really bad relationship with this one girl that her grandfather that the reports on, and I'm trying to get out of that relationship right now. I was living with a buddy. I was going to report with probation. I think that week, the 18th, I think.
All right, but here's the thing. They're saying that you are not complying with the instructions for Center for Healthcare Services. So I want to know why, and I'm not taking 23 as true because they didn't go on 23, but I'm wondering why you're falling off track with your mental health. That's what I want to get to. I already had told everyone that relationship with the was not going to work.
Yeah.
But you and her, because she came in on your behalf, I want to live. I'm like, this relationship is not going to work. But you all two crazy children wanted to do it. So I'm not even into that relationship part. I want to know why you're not following through on your mental health treatment. That's a problem for the court.
So the Center for Healthcare, I don't think they have that in Waco. So I was going to go with TSDC and do it.
Well,
I thought
you're saying you don't think they have it in Waco. But did you, why do you think they don't have it in Waco? Did you report that they give you information?
No, Your Honor, I was just assuming. And I also thought my other attorney had put in the motion for the Center for Health and ThriveWorks to be transferred up there. So I was going to go with Texas State Technical College.
No. Let me stop you there. And the reason why I'm stopping you, because you keep getting off track. Condition number 30 states that you did then and there fail to comply with the instructions of Center for Healthcare Services as directed by the head or authorized personnel of that agency, and that the defendant failed to get in compliance with his medication. The fact that you've pled true to that tells me that there's a Center for Healthcare Services wherever you were, because otherwise this wouldn't be a violation. They wouldn't have it there. So they're saying that you're not in compliance with your medications and you're not following through on the instructions from Center for Healthcare Services to get in compliance with your medications. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Your Honor.
So I want to know why you are not following through with instructions for Center for Healthcare Services.
Just misunderstood, Your Honor.
I mean, there's no misunderstanding when they say, hey, you need to get in compliance with your medication. And I'm sure they didn't say you need to get in compliance with your medications. I'm sure it was along the lines of you're not taking your medications. We have reports that you're not taking your medications. You need to get back on your medications, and you didn't do it. That's why you're here.
Yes, Your Honor.
So why are you not being in compliance with your medication?
I have no excuse, Your Honor. And I will accept that I messed up, and I'm wanting, if I can't go back to Waco and finish school.
Oh, you're not going back to Waco. That's off the table.
Okay. And I would like to at least stay with my mom then back down here. I have things lined up ready with,
All right, let me explain something to you, because I'd like for people to know where I am. Number one, if I don't revoke you, you're not leaving custody. You're going straight to DDRF. And DDRF, I know there's a wait time. Now, if you want to discuss that with your attorney, I'm not saying I'm going to do it. I don't know, but those are the only things that I'm considering right now. Either it's going to be revocation or either it's going to be DDRF. So before I even give strong thoughts to DDRF, you may want to talk to your attorney about that because of the wait time.
I understand.
And there's no need to come back to me saying, oh, the wait is too long. You know, can I do this from the outside? Because the answer is going to be no. So I don't know if you discussed that with your attorney.
It's a way better outcome than going to prison, Judge.
Well, I mean,
We
but you
talked
wanna-
about it back and forth. We're not his mother too wanted to see if she could take custody of him. And so I promised I would make that argument, but I understand where the court's coming from. And I do think the DDRF is a good program. I wish the wait wasn't so long, but that's where we are. And if the court will be willing to do that, my client understands that's still a gift compared to being revoked and going to prison.
yes, Your Honor.
all right. And I'm not saying I'm going to do DDRF, but is there anything you would like to add, state? And
Well, I just want to try and re-urge this because Your Honor is reviewing attachments from the court summary, and this is part of the attachments of the court summary. So if Your Honor is going to take a look at everything, we ask that you take a look at this as well.
no objections to the court reviewing that?
I do object, but that's.
No. I mean, if you object to it as hearsay, then I won't review it. What we can do is we can reset this. And if you want to have witnesses by Zoom to address this, that can be done.
I don't think there's a need for that. I just wanted, Your Honor, if over objection.
I would just ask the court to look at it with some, it's hearsay within hearsay, like, so these are just unsubstantiated reports, and I know the court will look at it critically. That's all I would ask the court, would just don't assume that it's truthful.
All right. So you have no objections to me taking it, as long as I'm not taking it for the truth of the matter, sir?
Well, you know what I'm getting at.
Yeah. All right, let me review. All right, so this is what I'm going to tell both parties. One, I read all of the hearsay documents. And what I can tell you, do I believe these documents are true? Yes. But I also know that when the grandfather had the police to come out, your wife would not tell them that anything was wrong. And the reason why I believe that she wouldn't tell them is because she doesn't want you to go to prison. And that's what she said. She wants him to get help. She doesn't want him in prison. But do I believe you did everything that's listed in here? Yes. Because all of the evidence point to the fact that you did this. And based upon what I'm reading about her grandfather and your child's great grandfather, because he's the grandfather of your wife, and he's the child's great grandfather. He's concerned about his grandchild and his great granddaughter, and rightfully so. And just so I want you to understand, I understand why he doesn't like you and doesn't want you in their life. Your child, is this a girl or a boy?
It was stepdaughter, Your Honor.
It's on
And it
him.
was a girl.
All right. So
He doesn't have reason for her to be with her.
And so here's the thing. I don't know anybody here. Raise your hand if you want your daughter or your granddaughter to be involved with somebody who's on felony probation. I don't know anybody who would be like, oh yeah, sign me up. I want my granddaughter to be with someone who is on probation for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon against a family member. I don't know anybody who wants that. So when people are shocked that a relative doesn't like them, I'm shocked that you're shocked by that. And then you have mental health issues on top of that, and you're not taking care of your mental health issues. And I'm sure you're not bringing in money the way you were supposed to. And he's concerned that you're going to be violent towards his great granddaughter. And I always tell people children have absolutely zero say so in the foolishness that their parents are out here doing. Like the great granddaughter, his great granddaughter, I'm sure she would say, please, I don't want you to be dating Caleb. I don't want Caleb in this household. But she has no say. You understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
And you've been doing horrible on probation. But I do realize you have mental health issues in state. Let me just explain something. I knew you all want 6 years in prison. He'll be eligible for parole in 3. He's still going to have the same mental health issues that nobody's going to address. And that's part of the court's issue. So part of the reason why I'm going to deny the motion is, one, because of what probation is requesting. They're requesting ISF. I don't think this is an ISF issue. I think this is an anger issue. I think this is a mental health issue. And I think you're using your mental health issues as a crutch to say, I'm angry because of my mental health issues. I really don't even think that is in any way related to your behavior. But we're going to correct your behavior. And if this correction doesn't take place, you're looking at 20 years in the prison.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Abrams, going to deny the motion, alternate in and amend conditions. In custody to the court, he's going to stay in custody until transfer to ISF. I'm sorry, not ISF, DDRF. And upon release, there is going to be full GPS and counsel with the full GPS. I'm going to say that I'm going to ask that the fees be waived.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And if you want it not to be full GPS, you need to come back here and we will craft something
Yes.
that will protect the community.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's to be no contact with Brooklyn, BROOKLYND prom. There's to be Do you have any children? Biological children?
Well, no.
There's to be no contact with minors. And defendant is not allowed in Waco, Texas. So that means if you're driving somewhere, because full GPS is now partial, you better not drive through Waco.
May I add, if I can at least go to Waco to get all my stuff, because all my stuff is still in Waco?
No, that's you're gonna have to have a third party do that.
Okay.
Probation, is there anything else he needs? Could you return that to probation, please?
Yes, Judge.
Is there anything else you need from the court to be successful?
Not that I know of, Your Honor.
All right. Thank
He's
you.
got a very supportive mother, Judge. She's really nice.
He's not allowed, Mom, he's not allowed in Waco. So, and he is not allowed to have any contact with minors. And he's not going to be, so that means he can't reside in a home where there are minors. Yes, and he's not to have any contact with Brooklyn, his wife. If it comes time where they're doing divorce in the divorce proceedings,
Right, they are going to have to do that.
then just approach the court and we will take care of that.
Right.
Not the divorce, but I'll allow him to, if he's supposed to be in court
Has
on
to
a
be
specific.
served or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
Your Honor, if I may ask, how long are we gonna plan for DDRF?
All right. So see,
Don't do that.
we can go off the record. Let me just explain something to you, what you don't understand. You were looking at 20 years in prison. And because this is an aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, your attorney will tell you, you would have to do 10 years flat before you're eligible.
And he won't
That's
get out
where-
when he's first eligible.
No,
Generally, you're
probably
serving
not.
75% of your time.
Yes. So here you are, you've just escaped the jaws of the lion. And now you're trying to, how long is DDRF is going to be? Your attorney already told you that. Now, if you would like, because DDRF is going to be a long wait, just let probation know. Don't sign the conditions that I've just set for you. And we will come back quick, fast, and hurry, like today,